A janitor in a silent school hallway, a blind girl touching the piano keys like she's feeling stars, and a powerful CEO, mother holding her breath behind a door, completely unaware that this moment is about to change 3 lives forever. The janitor has no idea he's being watched. The girl has no idea she's being heard, and the mother has no idea she's about to meet the man who will heal a heart she thought was broken forever. Ethan wiped his tired eyes as he pushed the mop bucket across the empty school corridor. It was almost 8 p.m., another late shift. He didn't complain. He couldn't afford to. Being a single dad meant work wasn't just duty, it was survival. His daughter, Lily, 7 years old and blind since birth, sat patiently on a little bench near the music room. She always waited for him here, listening to the echoes of distant instruments even when no one was playing. That night she gently tugged his sleeve. "Daddy," she whispered, "can I touch the piano again?" He hesitated. The music room was always locked, but the music teacher trusted him and often left the key with him. Lily didn't want toys like other kids. She wanted sound, rhythm, magic made of touch and air. So Ethan smiled and opened the room. "Just for a little while," he said softly. The moment she sat, her tiny fingers danced across the keys, unsure, searching, trembling. But then something beautiful happened. Notes connected, hesitation faded. Ethan froze. He had never heard her play like this. Emotion poured out of her touch. Innocence, hope, longing. Lily wasn't playing, she was speaking without words. He sat beside her and, without thinking, pressed his own fingers onto the keys. He hadn't played in years, not since his wife died and life forced him into jobs that didn't ask if he once had dreams. But something inside him woke. A harmony formed. 2 souls, one learning, one forgotten, found the same rhythm. Behind the hallway door, unseen, the school principal stood frozen next to a woman dressed in an elegant business suit, a woman with power in her posture and heartbreak in her eyes. Ava Sterling, the CEO, who almost never visited the school, had come to pick up donation papers, only to stumble upon a moment that reached inside her chest and squeezed. Her breath caught. Music. Pure, fragile, raw. Ava clutched the door frame as memories surged of the husband she lost 5 years earlier. A pianist who played with the same emotion this janitor now poured out. Tears filled her eyes as she watched the little girl feel the vibration, smiling like she could see the colors her fingers created. Ethan didn't know anyone was there. He only knew that in that quiet room nothing hurt anymore. And outside the door, Ava whispered, barely audible, "Who is he?" When morning came, everything felt different, though Ethan didn't know why. He wasn't expecting consequences or miracles. Life never gave him either. He dropped Lily at class and resumed his cleaning routine. Buckets, floors, silence. But silence didn't last. A firm voice echoed behind him. "You play beautifully." Ethan turned, startled, almost knocking over his mop. It was her, the woman from the night before, the one he hadn't noticed. Her presence was intimidating. Power radiated off her, like light off marble. "Oh, I'm sorry," he stammered. "If we disturbed, you inspired," she interrupted, her tone softening. "I didn't expect to hear something that human in a place so busy and loud." Ethan blinked, confused. Compliments weren't common in his world. Praise felt foreign. "Your daughter," Ava continued gently, "she plays with her heart. She sees with it too," he said quietly. "It's all she has." Ava's expression softened further. She studied him, the worn uniform, the tired eyes, the quiet dignity. Most would overlook someone like him, but she didn't. Not today. Not after hearing that music. "Would you?" She hesitated, surprising even herself. "Come to my office this afternoon. I have an opportunity." Ethan froze. People like her didn't speak to people like him. "Ma'am, I'm just a janitor." "Last night," she replied gently, "you were not. Just anything." That afternoon, Ethan sat outside the office, heart pounding. He wasn't used to offices or luxury or important people, but he was here for Lily. If there was a chance, any chance, to give her something better, Ava stood when he entered. "I want to offer you something," she said. "A music scholarship for your daughter. full sponsorship, and if you're willing, a part-time role in our foundation's arts program. Ethan just stared. Opportunities weren't usually wrapped in kindness. But why? He whispered. Because talent, she answered softly, should never be wasted just because life wasn't fair. His throat tightened. He wanted to say thank you, but no sound came. Lily's future, suddenly, impossibly, looked bright. Ava saw his emotion and quietly added, "You remind me of someone I loved. He played like you, like the world could be healed if we just listened long enough. Music, love, loss, hope. Their stories, though different, somehow connected." Ethan finally exhaled. "I don't know how to repay you." "You already did," she smiled, "last night." And so began a journey neither expected, one born from broken pieces, healed by keys and courage, destined to prove that sometimes the most extraordinary souls come from the humblest places, and sometimes the most powerful hearts are the ones nobody sees until they play. The janitor, the blind girl, the CEO, 3 lives woven by music and fate, teaching the world that talent has no title, kindness has no status, and sometimes the door you open in silence becomes the doorway to a life you never dreamed could be yours. And in that humble schoolroom, one note at a time, hope played again. Would you like a closing moral narration in cinematic style for YouTube? I can also format this into a voiceover script version, with pauses and emotional beats.